Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine National Police will deploy tracker teams once the arrest warrant on suspended Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag is issued. PNP Chief Rodolfo Azurin Jr. said they are currently validating information on the whereabouts of Bantag and that of Bucor Director for Security and Operations, Ricardo Zulueta. The two were slapped with murder complaints in relation to the deaths of Percy Lapid and middleman June Villamor. The PNP is also willing to provide the two Bucor officials with security to help facilitate their surrender. Meanwhile, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla says that both Bantag and Zulueta are probably still in the Philippines since they have not been issued any travel authority.
So far, hindi pa naman sila lumalabas. They're both government officials and they cannot leave the country without any travel authority. Hindi sila pwedeng payagan ng immigration na lumabas.
And the Transportation Department says that the MRT-3 is not for sale. DOTr Secretary Jaime Bautista clarified that only the rail lines O&M or operations and maintenance are being considered for privatization. Bautista said they're hoping to reduce operational costs of the MRT-3 once they have private sector partners running the operations. DOTr Undersecretary for Rail Cesar Chavez earlier told Business World that the agency will be transparent in its course of action for the MRT-3. And unemployment dipped slightly in September, but the quality of jobs continues to worsen. Shaila Francisco with the report.
Retailer in the morning, security guard from late afternoon until the night. This is the life of Paul Teranya. He says he has to juggle two jobs since his salary from one job alone is not enough.
Para hindi po kakapusin kahit sa pagkain lang. Malaking bagay po talaga. Nakakadagdag gastusin sa bahay. Pinapadala po sa kapatid ko sa probinsya, nag-aaral po.
Like Paul, more individuals are seeking additional income amid high inflation. This explains why the country's underemployment rate further went up in September to 15.4%. This translates to over 7.3 million underemployed Filipinos. Unemployment rate, on the other hand, stood at 5%, down from 5.3% in August.
Mas mahirap ang buhay ng mga underemployed na mas malaking bilang compared dun sa unemployed. Kasi nga, meaning naghahanap sila ng dagdag na trabaho. So talagang parurusahan nila yung kanilang katawan, diba, para lang madagdagan yung kanilang kita.
The daily minimum wage was recently increased by 33 pesos to 570 pesos. But data from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and the National Wages and Productivity Commission shows that high inflation reduced this value to just 500 pesos. Labor Group Partido Manggagawa noted that the actual worth of the minimum wage rate could be much lower. They are now appealing for a 100 peso minimum wage hike across the board.
Ang batas natin mag-aantay ng 1 year, di ba? Unless may supervening event. Ang inflation, supervening event, lahat ito, di ba? So hindi ito pwedeng magpahintay ng panibagong taon para pag-usapan ulit at adjust yung sweldo natin.
Ned of Part says subsidies will still be provided to help protect the purchasing power of Filipinos. Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here.
pay on time, they'll be hit by late charges. Young consumers with little or no credit history, they see BNPL as an alternative to credit cards, and it's driving up debt for this generation. Some TikTok users even joke about dodging payments or accruing balances that they can't pay off. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, younger borrowers are more likely to have loans in derogatory status, meaning they're either in default or sent to an outside debt collector. Roughly 11% of borrowers paid at least one late fee in 2021, while 18% of consumers between 18 to 29 fell behind on payments. And eventually, that can end up hurting these young borrowers' credit scores, damage that will take years to reverse.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. Meralco will be raising power rates this month on the back of higher generation costs. Residential consumers that take up 200 kilowatts per hour can expect a 17 peso increase in their electricity bills. Senate has started deliberations on the proposed 5.3 trillion peso national budget for 2023. The upper chamber hopes to pass a spending plan on the third and final reading by the end of the month. President Bongbong Marcos is flying to Cambodia this afternoon for the ASEAN Summit. The president will also be holding bilateral meetings with South Korean and Cambodian leaders on the sidelines of the event. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.